Steve Schnall, Jeff Schemmel with the AD update, and man, is it March Madness. Are you kidding me?
It is March Madness in more ways than just basketball, Steve. We've got, in addition to the NIT going on this week for the men's program, and obviously the big event, the NCAA first and second round for the women, and the Aztecs are playing DePaul on Saturday. We've got a big series, a baseball series with BYU this weekend. Steven Strasburg will be on the mound on Friday. And softball has a big game Friday night against Cal State Fullerton. And water polo has a huge tournament this weekend. So it's March Madness in more ways than just basketball.
Let's break it down, though. That was a good overview and a good start for everybody. But let's talk first about men's basketball. Obviously, we're thrilled that the women are in. But the men thought they had a very good chance and didn't get into the NCAAs. Just your general thoughts about the Mountain West getting 2 and not 3, and what that may mean long term, if it means anything at all.
Yeah, well, I think it's I think the disturbing part for all of us is that when you get left out, and you're a bubble team that gets left out, and you think you really are deserving, and quite frankly, I don't know of anybody that was playing any better than we were, being on the bubble at the end of the year and being healthy for the first time all year, really, that got left out with an RPI like we had. It's perplexing to me, very, very, very disappointing. And I'll be anxious to hear the whys. The trouble with all that is that every program has, for lack of a better term, a wart. Everybody's on the bubble that has a wart. And so whenever you ask the question, the committee has an easy way to say, well, it's that wart there that kept you out, and ignore the good stuff. So disappointing on the one hand, but we have a great opportunity on the other with the NIT, being a #1 seed in the NIT, and an opportunity to play at home, play in San Diego for 3 games that if we win them, and we got to win them one at a time, but we can go to New York. And I've been to New York at the NIT, and it's a lot of fun for the 4 teams that go there. And I was fortunate enough a couple of times to win, to be part of a winning NIT team, and I can tell you it really was fun and a great experience for the student athletes if we can get there.
And then the women, they had the disappointment of losing in the final, similar to the men, but then the joy of being invited on Tuesday, and now on Monday rather, and now finding out that they're going to play DePaul in the first round in the first game at 5 o'clock, and then after that it's Stanford and UC Santa Barbara. 2 really good games, but for San Diego State specifically to be back where they hadn't been since Beth left, and now they're back in it again.
Yeah, it's. I thought about this yesterday as we were in the locker room watching the announcement and the show on ESPN announcing the teams, how unbelievably far Beth has brought this program in such a short period of time. It really is amazing. When we thought about hosting here, having San Diego State host, in the back of our mind we always thought, oh, gee, is it even possible that we could be good enough at that time to play and host? And here we are, saying yes to that. And it really is a great tribute to the kids, obviously, who win the games for us. But Beth and her staff have done just an unbelievable job, maybe the best job in the country of resurrecting a program.
And the all session is only $32. It seems to me it's also important for the fans to be there for support, not only for Coach Burns and her team, who've done a great job throughout the year, and really they've validated themselves. They should have the support of the community, but you also need to show the NCAA what San Diego can draw so that you can host again.
Well, and another piece to that, Steve, is San Diego State women's basketball happens to be 14-0 at home this year, and with an even bigger and better crowd for this one. And I hope all of San Diego will get excited and come out and support the Aztecs, because we have a great chance to advance if that happens. We are pretty tough to beat on our floor, and the more people we put in that arena, the tougher we're going to be.
And you've been in athletics an awfully long time. Have you had a week with all the events that we are hosting that you can remember?
I don't think so. March Madness gets us all, but to have what's going on here and to have the success that we're experiencing, experiencing. Softball is playing really well, and we swept UNLV last weekend in baseball. And I think the exciting part for me is the quality of what's going on here, and that's a tribute to all these coaches at San Diego State.
Thank you, Jeff. And I don't know how you're going to get to everything, but I'm sure you will.
I'm going to go right back right now.
Okay.